To roll a cigar, we need three parts. The first part, probably the most important part, we call it the filler. It has to do with flavor and combustion. It is the interior of the cigar. Now, to make the filler, as you can see, the first thing that we do is remove the central vein. Now, why do you think we remove the central vein from the leaf?
It doesn't burn.
Ah, that's a good answer, although it's not the best one. Sorry for that. I'm just joking. Any other idea? Some people say it's harder to roll. It's difficult to burn. Many people say many things that are logical, of course, but the best reason is that, not according to me, according to scientific studies, 90% of the nicotine in the leaf concentrates here in the central vein. This is like an artery, right? So right now I am going to roll a cigar 90% less addictive, less harmful than a regular cigarette. And then do you know why? Because they use these in the factories to make cigarettes. That's why cigarettes require a filter in the end so you can smoke them. Right. So, according to the position of the leaves inside the barn in the drying process, like this, the 10% of the remaining nicotine in the leaf, because of gravity, will concentrate here in the tips more than in the base. That's normal. So, right now, I am going to have to make a filler, but it should be balanced in flavor. If it's not balanced in flavor, I am going to smoke a cigar strong at the beginning and mild in the end. So we split in two like this very easily. Split in two. Now right to left, right? Left to right, like this. And then we're going to use this half a moon blade that we call chaveta, Spanish name. And then with chaveta, we're going to cut the tips. This one to the right. Now we're going to measure with our hand, and we also cut here, left. What is this? This is the length of my cigar. It's very important to keep the leaves after fermentation process in plastic bags, so they are still humid at the time of rolling. If they are not humid at the time of rolling, they could easily break. Now this one in the right to the left, and this one in the left to the right. So what is this? This is more or less the length of my cigar. And the next thing that we do is a small massage with our fingertips. And this is massage number one. Good. That's my filler. That's the first part. The second part, we call it binder. Where do we get it from? We're going to get it from half a central leaf. Should be big. Now, the unique function of binder is giving this filler cylindrical shape. So, we put it like this in diagonal position, and then we roll forward, never backwards. So, we give another massage. Sorry. We give another massage. Massage number 2. So we cut it here. Also, we cut here. And you can see the binder does not close well. We're going to use some glue. This piece of land, Patrimony of Mankind by UNESCO since 1999. Forget about the use of chemicals here. That's prohibited. Instead, we're going to use some honey, which is natural, very tasty. Like the Beatles song, A Taste of Honey. Tasting much sweeter than wine. So we apply some honey here. And honey will have a couple of functions. Number 1, closing the binder well. Number 2, improving the flavor. Another massage. Massage number 3. Starts looking like a cigar, right? but it is soft in the inside. What are we going to do? We're going to use a piece of paper as pressing machine. In the factories, they use pressing machines capable of pressing up to 100 cigars at the same time in only 20-25 minutes. But they need industrial process. They have 90% of the productions of all the farmers here. We cannot afford to use machines because machines, after all, being machines, at the end of the day, they will release cigars not too good for smoking because they will be too tense. So we're going to use this piece of newspaper. We're going to put it in diagonal position, and then we're going to start rolling forward. But this time, we apply some pressure. So cigar is under pressure, like Queen, like David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, right?
Yeah.
So we close it here. We close it tight. Another massage. Jesus, how many massages?
Number
Four
4.
so far. Yes, massage number 4. I know what you're thinking. Yes, you're probably right. Cigars love massages more than women. Good. So, there. We're going to let it rest for how long? The whole night. And then we finish our cigar the following day. You can see. All labors here in our farm are handmade. That's why it takes over 14 months from the seed to finally smoking a cigar. Yes, we have to be very, very patient. Now, so far, there, I have a cigar just using 2 parts, filler and binder. We are missing the 3rd part, the last part. It is the last part, last but not least. It is also very important. We call it the outside leaf, or simply the wrapper. Okay? Where do we get it from? We are going to get it from have a central bottom leaf. It should be fine. It should be elastic. It should be beautiful. Okay? So, we are going to use chaveta to cut the edges like this, avoiding wrinkles, right? Because it should be beautiful. If we were going to compare the cigar to a woman, we will have to say that this is like her dress. Okay? And working with it easily, never in a hurry, because it might break. Also, in the inside, we cut it. Now, the process of cutting in the inside is known as bleeding. You know why? Believe it or not, these little veins, when we cut them, they bleed out some nicotine. Okay? So, I'm sorry, I don't have 24 hours to wait. You don't have either, right? So, I am going to release the cigar from its pressing machine. How long was it there? 24 hours, yes sir, but only in imagination. In reality, it has been here only for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Only a couple of minutes, and you can see how hard it is already. Imagine 24 hours. So, this is the last part. We're going to put our wrapper also in diagonal position, and then the veins facing up parallel to the cigar and darker color down. So, we're going to roll forward. You can take a look. We roll forward, but this time we do 3 actions at the same time, apart from rolling. So we're going to stretch the leaf, iron, massage, stretch, iron, massage, stretch, iron, massage. Remember, never ever in a hurry, right? This takes time. This is like an art. So a cigar roller becomes an artist. And right now, I am the artist. I'm going to tell you something that comes from my heart. I am not the best roller in my family. We finally size it like this, and here, my cigar, hand rolled, right? A Robusto cigar, very similar to this one you see over here. right? Not ready for smoking yet, bends over. That's normal because of humidity. So we're going to put it back in the pressing machine. This time we do not apply much pressure. The paper will have the unique function of absorbing humidity in the next 72 hours. That is 3 other days. Yes, as I said before, we have to be very, very patient. So, from the seed to finally smoking a cigar, over 14 months. That's right. And right now, I am going to show you how we light cigars in our farm. This is a tradition. This is the way it has always been done. That's something for you to learn today. Men, we men, hold cigars like this. Just using this finger like a hook. Do you know why? You know why?
No.
No idea? That's very easy. We need to have these fingers free for the vitamin R. Yes. Ladies, you hold cigars like this, right? If you want to have a shot of vitamin R, you use your other hand. Okay? And then we treat cigars like you treat a lady. You never take a cigar directly into your mouth. You never take a lady directly into your mouth, because if you do, you will get slapped in the face, right? Yes or no? So you will have to hit first, like convincing. Good. I am going to use this torch because you know that we are almost in the open here. Sometimes it's windy and it's very hard to light cigars without it. But you can light cigars just using a match. So heat, oxygen. Remember what I said, 90% less addiction. So you're going to smoke it only when you have something to celebrate, right? New friend, new job, baby is born, family meetings, going to a football match, getting married, fighting for divorce. Yes, why not?
Yeah.
And then cigars get married just like people do. That's called marriage. You can smoke a cigar together with a very good glass of wine or whiskey or champagne or vitamin R or coffee or chocolate, even tea. Now, I have met people in my life that are suffering from asthma all of the time and they still smoke cigars with no problem. You know why? And here comes a secret from our family. They smoke cigars together with honey. Honey has medicinal healing properties. That is like a natural filter. That does not let too much nicotine into your body. The head of the cigar is closed. So we cut it open with this guillotine. Yes, we're going to cut the head with the guillotine, just like in the French Revolution. Like this. Natural filter. Also improving the flavor. And smoke.
Nice.
You are not supposed to inhale the smoke. Just in your mouth, 1-2 seconds, and then slowly let it out. But if you are cigarette smokers, and if you are used to inhaling, let me tell you, you can do it. 90% less nicotine. I do it. Good. To have a balanced burning process or combustion, you have to rotate the cigar. Take a look. The smoke of the cigar does not bother people around. It's all biological, okay? All ecological, no chemicals used here. Never remove the ash from the cigar like you do with a cigarette. Never do that. You just enjoy how large it can be without falling by itself. The larger, the better the quality, not only of the cigar, also of the person who smokes. There are even competitions in the whole world to see who holds the largest ash without falling by itself. You are smoking because you're celebrating. But what if all of a sudden you have to do something else and then you have to stop smoking? Please, never kill it like you kill a cigarette. Think for a moment that it has been over a year of handmade processes, procedures, all the family involved. We kind of owe respect to the cigar. So what do? You simply put it like this on the ashtray, and then you go away and do your thing. It has the capacity of burning out by itself. So when you come back, it will be burnt out. And then what do? You take a cigar cutter like this, and one finger behind combustion, you cut it and light it again. Have you learned something new today?
Yeah.
But that's because you are excellent students, not because of I will have to thank you so much for paying attention. You have been a such well disciplined audience. Yes, sir.
Thank you.